Rabbanim of yesteryear. And here on Yud Dalet Sivan, it's the Yahrzeit, the Hilula of a great rabbi from G'rba in Tunisia. We've spoken about a lot about some of the great Tunisian rabbis, and here on Yud Dalet Sivan, 14th of Sivan, is the Hilula of Chacham Yosef, HaCohen, Yonathan, who was actually born from a great family, a rabbinic family. Also, his father was Chacham ציון, Kohen Yonathan, and his mother was Rabbanit Misa. It's actually interesting. He was born in the year 1907 in G'rba, and he grew up with a great amount of learning Torah through the auspices of his father. And it's actually interesting. His father himself was an Av Betin, I believe, in G'rba, and I believe he also had a great brother of the name Chacham David HaCohen, who was also a rabbi of Zarzis, respectively. Also, Zarzis was another interesting, great place also. And I believe he himself, Rabbi David Kohen Yonathan, was born in the year 1887 in G'rba, which is very, very interesting. Okay, so let's explore a bit more about the great Chacham. He was, I believe, in the year 1919. It was interesting. We're talking about 105 years ago already. In G'rba, they started up an organization, a Zionistic organization called the Ateret ציון, and Chacham Yosef, HaCohen Yonathan, he joined within regards to the workings of it, and very much so within regards to this organization. He was doing activity over there, and what was a prominent leader within regards to this organization. And I think after his father had passed away in the year 1931, they also appoint him as an Av Betin, or as a prominent judge over there, if I'm not mistaken. But at that stage in time, Rabbi Chacham Yosef actually did not acquiesce to this request. He was a very, very humble person. He actually worked as a goldsmith, I believe, and I think there was so he was quite well off financially, and he helped a lot of people learn Torah. And there was a lot of troubleships when the cruel, wicked Nazis, they tried to come into G'rba, and they tried to really agitate the people of G'rba. He was able to salvage and save much of the community, saving them by, if I'm not mistaken, he gave away gold and from the treasures, his treasures, and was able to save many of the Jews from the cruelness that was taking place at that stage in time. So what's actually interesting also is he passed away in the year 1956, and he actually, during that time period in 1956, he actually moved he made a trip to Israel at that stage in time. However, he shortly after, when he arrived in Israel itself, he passed away. Unfortunately, he left. He passed away, and he left a wife and 6 children also, and he passed away in the year 1956. So he was only about nearly 50 years of age, 49 years of age also. So unfortunately, the children did not obviously see him again when he came to Israel. He was one of the great rabbis of Tunisia. He actually wrote Haggaot on the Sefer Sha'ar ציון, which was, I believe, the writing of his father himself. His father, we mentioned before, was a great rabbi. I think this was printed in the year 1950, and it was printed in G'rba itself. And I believe in 1992 there was another edition, the Sefer ציון, that was printed in Bnei Brak. That was obviously 36 years after his passings. It was, I believe, on there was Sefer Teshuvotav, Sharit Yosef, which was actually also, I think, written, which was based on some of his father's teachings, also respectively, which is actually interesting. In fact, he wrote glosses to the book of Sha'ar ציון, which was actually authored by his father. And just to re-clarify that, in 1992 there was an answer book. The Sharit Yosef was printed in Bnei Brak, actually it was, and at the end of it was actually his brother's book of the Yad David, which was actually had some writings within regards to that. And it is Hilula here on Yud Dalet Sivan. This is 8 days naturally after the festival of Shavuot also. He also was very wealthy with regards to properties, and was not just with the goldsmith. He was also a prominent jeweler also over there. And as I stated before, he helped finance a lot of the yeshivot and prepared many different Torah lessons for the general public also. So it's actually very interesting within regards to that. And it's his please don't forget to light candles in his memory. He actually wrote many more books and manuscripts, but many of them unfortunately got burned at one stage in time in a fire. But his remaining compositions, as we spoke about before, was actually written in glosses and in the different various books also. So please light candles in his memory, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel.